Hi, all of my pretend students. How are y'all doing today? Everybody good, bad, medium? Okay, well, it looks like everybody's pretty good. So I'm going to get started with today's lesson. And I'm going to screen share this. And let's see if we can get there. There we go. And there we go. How about that? Okay. So we're going to talk for this lesson about the art museum, or what some people may say is where art goes to die. That's not how I feel about art museums, but maybe you do. How many of you have gone to an art museum before? Let's see here. Okay, we've got a few hands. And how many haven't? Great, a few hands too. Okay, so those who have been to an art museum, is there something that you particularly enjoyed about that art museum? Yeah, what did you enjoy about it? It was fun because you got to see art. Okay, that's really good. Awesome. And for those of you who have been to an art museum, how many of you didn't like it, and why didn't you like it? Okay, yeah. Why didn't you like it? Because it's boring. All right, I hear that all the time. Everybody thinks art museums are boring. I think that you just have to find the right art museum. And what I'm going to do today, we're going to start our lesson on art museums, and we're going to talk about them. So our first art museum is the North Carolina Museum of Art, right in our own backyard. And I'm going to show you guys a few videos of art museums, and it's all really short videos. But you get to see kind of art museums around the world. So let's start off with North Carolina in Raleigh. So what did y'all think about that? Yeah? Do you think like art museums can have all kinds of other stuff? Because there's all kinds of art, right? There's music, video, there's so much out there. So please go visit the North Carolina Museum of Art. It's very cool. They have concerts in the summer. You should check it out. So our next museum is the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or the Met. And they're in New York City. You've probably heard of them before. So we're going to tour around this one. It's the Arms and Armor Galleries. And this one has a really cool feature to it on their YouTube channel. So you'll see. So what you can do is this little bit right here is 360. So you can actually tour. How cool is that? Right? If there's something you want to see, you can look around. So this guy. And they have a few videos to do this. So guess what? On Monday, we are going to go to the Met. Yeah, so I hooked us up with one of their programs, and we can do a virtual guided tour of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, complete with a guide. How cool is that? So here, I can get this to go. Next, there we go. So Monday we're gonna go, and I want you to look at these topics so you can ask the guide questions, which is really cool, right? But these topics are gonna kind of coincide with the things that we're gonna delve into for the rest of the semester. So keep these in your mind. Think of questions that you might want to ask. Yeah. Anybody got any questions so far? Everybody good? Yeah, good. All right, awesome. So next we're gonna go to the most famous of all, which is the Louvre. I have had the chance to visit the Louvre a few times, and it is huge. It is massive. I think we spent the entire day there and barely even made a dent. It's ginormous, but here's a little clip on what it looks like, and I want you to really notice how the art is put up, what the actual museum looks like, so the architecture. Just check it out. Okay, so I shortened the clips because they're 2.5 minutes long, and I know you don't want to sit there and listen to that. The Louvre, the architecture of it is amazing. Like, the whole time I was there, it was like this, because it's just so beautiful. So what do you guys think? What do you think about those clips? Do these look like somewhere you'd want to go and visit, right? I mean, we all want to go to Paris, right? So, okay, we're gonna move on a little bit. I want you to keep all of this in the back of your brain while we move on, okay? And I'm gonna email everyone this slideshow so that you can go back through it and look at it again. But first, we're gonna have a really short discussion on intellectual property. Does anyone know what intellectual property is? Yes. Okay, so it's something that someone creates and they own it, right? Okay, that's right. I mean, that's right. So intellectual property, like she said, is when someone creates something, it's their property, right? They did it. But I want to delve deeper in that and think about that with the art museum itself. So if you go right now and you look up Da Vinci's Mona Lisa and the images, the Louvre doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. It's everyone else's. It's people who have done things, you know, to the photo. They're silly. Is that okay? I want you to think about, are these things okay? And then we have Takashi Murakami, which some of you may remember, probably not, but some people have this. So he did a collaboration with Louis Vuitton a while ago now. And I want to know, he's living. So you can't tag Da Vinci, right? Because he's dead for a long time now. but you can Murakami. And should you? Should you do that? Should you seek permission to use that, even though he's done collaborations with a purse, right? So what I wanted you to think about is kind of the social media aspect of it, because we all are on social media now. Should you tag the museum? I personally think you should tag the museum because it gets visitors in. It gets, people thinking about going, that kind of thing. But should you tag your Uncle Bob? If Uncle Bob was a creator and did art and you wanted to share something that he did, would you ask Uncle Bob's permission? And would you ask if Uncle Bob wanted certain things, like to be tagged, want his website on there? These are things that you have to think about when it comes to intellectual property. And you kind of have to set your own rules, but also there's societal rules that you have to follow too. So yeah, this is just something you really need to think about when it comes to museums and how to deal with the selfie, I guess. The selfie with the Mona Lisa in the background, right? Do you tag Louvre? Do you not? Do you just say, Da Vinci's dead, let's move on? So I want you to really think about that. This isn't really something that's going to be part of your assignment necessarily. We are going to look at museums and we're going to do the virtual tour. And I just want you to really think about that next time you go to a museum, right? So how would you make an art museum that you would want to go to? So all of you that said that art museums are boring, all of you who don't want to go to one because you think it's boring, I want you to think about what kind of art museum would make you go, I'm going to go there. That looks like a terrific place. So when you're thinking about all of this, you need to think about the architecture, like the Louvre. The architecture is amazing, right? The layout of the museum, like, do the rooms go together? How does that happen? I want you to think about the kind of art that you might want. So do you want contemporary art, or do you want just a plain like Renaissance art? That's all you're gonna do. Or Egyptian art. Think about that. Do you want it inside and outside? So like the North Carolina Museum of Art has inside and it has outside. They have great sculptures outside. And a lot of art museums have outside stuff. How will that look for you? Will that make you want to go? A theme? Maybe you have a theme to everything. What makes your museum different? Why would you want to visit that museum? This is what I want, is I want you to think about the art museum that makes you want to go to it, that makes you tell your friends, we should go to this museum because it's awesome, right? And if the layout and the floor plan, the architecture, if that is important to you, if you think that that is a thing that you really want to focus on, then why? Why is that important to you? Why would the layout get you to go there? Okay, so we all got this going. We're all thinking about it. We've seen some museums, right? So let's get down to the nitty gritty. We're gonna get down to the assignment. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to create an art museum that you would want to go to. Sounds simple, right? But you got to really think about why you don't like something in order to know how you do like something. Does that make sense, right? And what I want you to do is think about a platform that you like, something that you already use, maybe. Minecraft, I don't know how to do Minecraft, but a lot of you do because Minecraft is big right now, right? So make an art museum in Minecraft. Google Slides, PowerPoint, I can do all day. So that's what I would do. You can do a video, do a YouTube video. You can go through a museum that's close to you and talk about what you like and what you don't like about the museum and how you would change that particular museum. Get one of those selfie sticks and just walk around and talk about it. Yeah, right? There's also a app called Procreate, which is really, really cool. If you have an iPad, you can digitally draw on it. You can create layers. It can even animate. It's very cool. So if you want to do some sort of drawing, then do it with an app similar to this. And it's free. Procreate is free. There's a lot of drawing apps out there that you can use that are free as well. Also Pinterest, like you could create a Pinterest board and send me the Pinterest board, talk about the Pinterest board, find museums that you like and things that you like and add them on this board. And then, talk about why you like them. I have resources for you. And like I said, I'm going to email all of this to you. So take your time and look through it. So Animal Crossing, I didn't even think about that until my daughter was like, you know what, they could do Animal Crossing because there's an art museum in Animal Crossing. So the video that I put on here is kind of how to cheat it, how to bypass all the, getting the money, selling the apples or whatever, and how to just go ahead and get the art that you want in the art museum in Animal Crossing. So you guys can do that. And then this one is Minecraft and how to build a modern art museum. It's pretty short and it's very detailed. And I don't want you guys to think that you have to go into such detail on this. He's very elaborate. He's been doing this a long time, obviously. You could do just one floor. That'll be fine with me. It's not that big of a deal to make it, huge. I just want to get a sense of what you like and what you want and what makes you happy or what would make you happy going to an art museum. And
Yo guys, what's happening with my cool games and what?
There we go. Okay, so here's some more resources for you. I did Google Slides and PowerPoint, quick how to get those done, how to send them. And I think that you should use these you don't have to use these for this assignment necessarily, but you should really familiarize yourself with Google Slides and PowerPoint because I promise you, you're going to be using them for a long, long time. And I also added a link for Pinterest on how to do all of this. And there's a beginner's Procreate tutorial.
Welcome to the Procreate Beginner Series. I'm Christiane, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to use Procreate's brushes and colors.
So that's what I want from you guys is I want you to think about why you like and why you don't like, okay, an art museum. And we're going to tour an art museum. We're going to tour the Met, which is amazing. The Met's great. And we're going to have our own personal guided tour so we can ask questions. So be thinking about something you want to, ask about. Maybe lighting. And lighting is really big for me with museums because I hate when something is lit incorrectly. And then, yeah, just think about that. Create maybe a bullet list of things you want to talk about, things you want to let me know, and then pick your poison. Pick which thing you want to use. You can use any of these. I don't care. What you're gonna do is make this. Okay, you have 2 weeks. You're gonna make this. You're going to present it to the class. Okay, you're going to complete that rubric that I give you for every class, every lesson. You're going to complete that. You're going to turn that into me with your presentation or with your Pinterest board or your video. So yeah, I am looking so forward to seeing all of these. It's going to be great. All right. I'm going to let you guys know at the end of all of this, my favorite museum and why it's my favorite museum. So it's not just you who's going to do it. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to do it with you. All right. We're going to stop share. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. I know it's a lot to think about, but you can do it. All right. You guys have a good day. Bye.